Hi everybody. This is just a random thing I'm doing, but I wanted to do it. I'm gonna tier list all the classic Sonic levels. Yeah, we're gonna do Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, CD, and Mania. Not Superstars, because I haven't finished that one. And not Sonic Advance, which is on this list for some reason. Even though it's not technically one of the classic Sonic games. It is 2D, but it's not a classic Sonic game. I believe these are as in order as they will go. So we'll just start. We'll start with Green Hill Zone. It's Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1. It's it's the best zone in the game, and it's also the first zone in the game, which is like uh what are we doing? What are we doing here? It's like it's a good zone. It's A tier, but it's the first zone and it's the best zone. I Sonic 1 is a rough game. Anyway, Marble Zone. This is probably where I think most people turned off Sonic 1. The first time they played it is when they got to Marble Zone cuz it's not excellent. It's probably C tier actually. It's very slow, and in a game about going fast, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I know there's zones that are like similar to Marble Zone later, but they weren't as bad as Marble Zone. Marble Zone is just good. Uh, this one, the Spring Yard Zone, Sonic 1, you go a little faster. It's a bit more fun, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's still nothing remarkable though. And then the oh boy, Labyrinth Zone. This is probably the worst level in Sonic 1 because not only is it like puzzles and you have to go slow, it's also underwater. And underwater levels in Sonic game equals not great a lot of the time. So Labyrinth Zone is going in D tier. Yep. That's where it goes. Poor Labyrinth Zone. Your music is good, but nothing else about you is good. Anyway, Starlight Zone. This is like the second best zone in the game. So I'm also gonna put this one in A tier. You can actually go fast in Starlight Zone. Wow, fast in a Sonic game? Who would have seen that coming? Wow. Anyway, Scrap Brain Zone is next. This has 4 freaking acts for whatever reason. And then one of them is basically just another active labyrinth zone, so this is going in B tier as well. Cause like the other acts aren't as horrible as Act 4. Um yeah. Anyway, moving on to Sonic 2, Emerald Hill Zone. It's just Green Hill Zone again, so it's A tier. And next, Sonic 2 Chemical Plant. Also very good. Better second level than Labyrinth Zone. I will give it that much. Aquatic Ruin is good as long as you don't go on the bottom route, so you don't go in the water. So B tier. It's very fun to just like run along the top of that one. Okay, Casino Night gets annoying sometimes, but other than that, it's just like fine. The boss fight is kind of finicky sometimes. The flippers and the bumpers and the pinball machines are annoying. So yeah, B tier for that one. Sonic 2 Hilltop, nothing really too remarkable. I do like the section with the lava. I don't like the screen shake of the lava though. So that probably goes maybe B tier. Okay, and Sonic 2 Mystic Cave. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see, B tier. Also, I'm just noticing now that Hidden Palace isn't on this this list. I'm talking about the Sonic 2 Hidden Palace, the one that was like unfinished in the original version, but then finished it on the mobile version. That's not in here for whatever reason, but that'd probably go on like B tier as well. Um, I just wanted to mention it because you have to get to Hidden Palace through Mystic Cave. Okay, next is Sonic 2 Oil Ocean. And I'm specifying the game for ones that are in Mania too, because the Mania ones are also on this list. But we'll get to those in a minute. Oil Ocean in Sonic 2 is it's it's fun to run around in, but sometimes it gets like a little confusing. Overall, I like Oil Ocean. I almost said Orange Island. This isn't Pokemon. Anyway, Metropolis, Sonic 2. The only act with three no, the only zone with 3 acts, and it's the only zone that should not have 3 acts. Metropolis is kind of really annoying, actually. Okay, next is Sky Chase Zone. It's it would be cool if the plane controls were better. But other than that, the music is really pretty. I like the music a lot. So I think just like purely based on concept, I think I'm gonna put it in like B tier. Just because the music is really good and the concept is fun. Okay, and then Sonic 2 Wing Fortress is also B tier. There's like I'm pretty sure there's like a way you can skip like half the level by damage boosting through one of the big fans, which is always very fun. But other than that, the rest of the level is pretty tricky. It's like a fun tricky though. Okay. Next up, moving into Sonic CD is Palm Tree Panic. It's Green Hill Zone, but again, wow, 3 Green Hill Zones? Oh boy. Hmm. It's basically the same thing as Green Hill Zone. Most Sonic CD levels actually have have it like a direct, like, I don't know, like direct. I don't know. They have like a direct comparison in Sonic 1. Like Sonic CD was kind of like Sonic 1.5 as far as level designs go. Um, or like level theming, not level design. Now Sonic CD's level design is very different. Okay, but yeah, Palm Tree Panic A tier. Next up is Collision Chaos. I like the pink. Uh, I don't like much else though. I like how easy it is to get the robot generator. That's something. But other than that, there's this like one there's this one like spring you have to go on to get through the level, and there's this annoying ass grasshopper enemy that'll just like snipe you off of it most of the time, which is really annoying. Uh but you know, whatever, it's B tier. The easiness of the robot generators in this level brings it up to B tier. But yeah, the rest of the level isn't great. Okay, next up, Tidal Tempest. It is a water level, but thankfully you don't really have to be in the water that much if you take the top path. And the robot generator is just like in the middle of the level, so it's really easy to get to. I'm talking about Act 1. Oh my god. And then Act 2 is like on top of the level, the robot generators. So, yeah, robot generators and Tidal Tempest are decently easy. Time travel is pretty easy as well. You really don't have to be in the water too much in this level, which I appreciate. So I'm gonna put it in. No, does this go to A tier? Cause it's better than Collision Chaos. I think I might go A tier with Tidal Tempest. Yeah, that feels right. All right, Quartz Quadrant. It's just really open. Sometimes the generators are hard to find. Time travel. To actually like time travel, I think this one's really interesting because you have to like kind of like play around the conveyor belts. Sometimes they can help you, sometimes they can harm you, and yeah, it's not always a straight path for time travel in this one. But I know in one of the acts in Fourth Quadrant, you can like shoot out over one of the giant open areas and slam right into the robot generator, which is fun. But yeah, overall, I don't really think it's too great. It's not my favorite zone in the game. Alright, anyway, next is Wacky Workbench. Dude, time traveling and the robot generators in this level are a fucking bitch. This level sucks. This level sucks for time traveling, dude. But other than that, like, it's got a neat concept where you have to try and jump on, like, the floating platform so you don't fall on the bouncy ground and shoot all the way up. And that's like an interesting enough concept to where it's like, okay, I can kind of excuse some shitty robot generators because there wouldn't be a lot of places to put them otherwise. But yeah, I I don't want to go C tier. I think C tier is a little too cruel because it is decent. It's fine. I'll put it in B tier. Um. Anyway, yeah. Next is Sonic CD Stardust Speedway. Yeah. Okay. It's a level. I think that the stage flipping mechanics are are interesting, but it's like it kind of gets annoying sometimes because like you have to, if you have a lot of momentum and you get to a point where the stage isn't flipped in the right direction, you're just like slam into a wall, and that is really annoying. Kind of loses any momentum you got going there, but it is very nice. I like the aesthetic. I like the music in both versions. I think I like the JP music better though because because the Metal Sonic noise is funny. Anyway, yeah, A tier, A tier for Stardust Speedway. It's good. Anyway, next is Metallic Madness. The robot generators in this one again are really freaking annoying, and this levels, I Metallic Madness is just really freaking big and confusing, and it's just blah. I that's why I usually go the route of like getting all the time stones instead of just breaking all the generators in each level to get the good ending because of like Metallic Madness specifically. It's just so annoying to find the generators in this level. Anyway, next up we got Sonic 3. Sonic 3. Angel Island. You're never gonna believe this. It's Green Hill Zone again. No fucking way. Ridiculous. Can't believe it. Okay, next is Hydrocity. Yes, I'm calling it Hydrocity because it sounds cooler. I know it's technically Hydro City or whatever, but no, fuck you, it's Hydrocity. Um, this is a Sonic 3 version of it. It's good. Good. Probably the best water level in the series. Um, both in Sonic 3 and Mania. I think the Mania version might be a little better, but the the Sonic 3 version is nothing to scoff at. All right, Marble Garden. It's just pretty basic level. It's good. It's a good level. The Act 2 boss is really freaking annoying because you have to like fly on tails and then jump off of tails to hit Eggman. It's just so needlessly stupid. But it is good. I do enjoy a good romp through Marble Garden. It just feels a lot better to play than something more basic. Like I want to say Marble Zone because that's the only comparison I can think of because they both have marble in the name, but they're like barely similar. I don't know. I fuck you. Marble Garden is A tier. All right, next is Carnival Night. I think the prototype soundtrack is better for this one. Just getting that out of the way right now. Um, Other than the soundtrack, this one is pretty. It's fine. It's whatever. It's not my favorite. I think Act 2 with the water is just really dumb. But it's I don't know. This one doesn't really stand out to me that much. I think we might actually have to go C tier. I'm sorry, all you Carnival Night enjoyers. It's just not my favorite. I don't know what to say. Okay, Ice Cap. Uh, the Michael Jackson version of the soundtrack is better. That's the one that was released on the Genesis, like the original Genesis. So I think this one goes B tier just because like Act 1 isn't too crazy. I'm not too crazy on the level looping, but it song is nice, visuals are nice. Act 2 is really fun. So I think B tier is fair for Ice Cap. Alrighty. Launch base. Act 1 is kind of confusing because you've got all the zip lines and whatever, and you got all the twirly screw teacups or whatever that bring you up and down. Uh, Act 1 is really confusing, but Act 2 is really fun. Um, I think B tier for launch base as well. A lot of B tiers. A lot of mid. Okay, next is Mushroom Hill. Mushroom Hill. Uh, it's oh boy, my alarmo. Why don't you shut up? Thank you, dude. Mushroom Hill. I don't know. It kind of loses me a little bit when we get to Mushroom Hill after launch base, like midway through Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm just like, all right, what can we just move on already? Can we get to the other zones? Yeah, Mushroom Hill ain't nothing too special. It's not Green Hill Zone again, because keep in mind this is the 7th zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm treating Sonic and Knuckles alone like it doesn't exist. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the third Sonic game. It's not two Sonic games combined, it's one Sonic game. I refuse to believe that Sonic and Knuckles can be played alone. So yeah, this is the 7th zone in the game. It's kind of like coming back after a mid-season finale. I heard it described like that. It's like coming back after the mid-season finale. Like Launch Base is the mid-season finale of the Sonic 3 show, and Mushroom Hill is like the episode right after. It's like we're kind of getting back to things, but also it's it feels a little weird to be getting back to things after something crazy just happened. Okay, next is Flying Battery, Sonic 3 edition. It's fine. It's fine. It's I don't know. I don't know what it is about Flying Battery, but it's just the music is good. I like the music. It's just I don't like the level too much. I don't even know where I'd put it because I don't want to put it in C tier because that feels unfair. But like I don't want to put it in B tier either. I'll just give it the benefit of the doubt and put it in B tier. Honestly, I don't even know. Okay, so next is Sandopolis. Act 1 is fine. Act 2 is not as bad as people say it is. I don't mind Sandopolis Act 2 that much. That being said, it is not a great zone, like, combined, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier and be done with it. Okay, Sonic 3 Lava Reef is fun. I'm it's cool. I like Lava Reef. That's really about it. B tier. All right, now we got Sky Sanctuary. We got the Return of the King. We got the return of the Sonic 1 Green Hill boss in this level. It's really good. I like the vibes. I like how it's like you're climbing up to the Death Egg to do the final level or whatever. It's pretty neat. All right, and then Sonic 3 Death Egg. Did I mention that Sonic 2's Death Egg wasn't on here? I don't know if I did, but it's not on here for whatever reason. I'd probably put it in like D tier though, since it's only a boss fight. Um, but yeah, Sonic 3 Death Egg. The anti gravity mechanics are weird. I but it's also like kind of cool though. I don't know. It's I like Act 1. Act 1 is very fun, and then Act 2 with all the anti gravity shit is weird. I don't know, B tier. Dude, I'm putting everything in B tier, and that feels dumb. But we'll have some S tiers soon, I promise. Because we're getting to Sonic Mania now. Okay. Guess what the next zone is? It's fucking Green Hill Zone. Yeah, baby. Mania's Green Hill Zone is peak. S tier for Mania Green Hill. And guess what's also next? Chemical Plant Zone. The two zones that are just like, oh yeah, that's the first and second zones, obviously. This is S tier. I love Mania's Chemical Plant with the frickin' bouncy syringes and the fucking mean bean machine. Oh hell yeah. Alright, next is Studiopolis from Mania. It's really good. It's really good. That's all I gotta say. Act 1 is better than Act 2. Like, hot take, but I don't like Act 2 that much. So I'm only gonna put this one in A tier, because only one of the acts is a banger, instead of both acts being a banger. Okay, next is Mania Flying Battery. I'm I'm a I'm gonna put this one in B tier again. I like it. Just know I like it more than the Sonic 3 version, though. I think that makes enough sense. Alright, Press Garden Zone, S tier. I fucking love Press Garden Zone, dude. Act 1 with the bouncy tape rolls or whatever is awesome. Love that. And then Act 2 with the garden and like the freezing block crap, whatever they do. That's awesome. That's like there's this like one section at the end where if you do it right, you can get like frozen in a block of ice and just like slide into the boss arena, and it's really cool. Okay, next up is Mania Stardust Speedway. Yeah, baby, this is S tier. S for Stardust, S for Speedway. Hell yeah. Act 1 is peak. It's got such a good music track. T-Lopes fucking went off for Stardust Speedway. It's got some Marble Garden mechanics in there, but then it's also got these like the like plant capsules from Sonic CD, but in this game if you like break it open, it makes a giant vine that you can climb on and that's awesome. And then Act 2 is just go fast. Yeah. And then there's a Metal Sonic race at the end, and that's awesome. I love Metal Sonic. Yeah, it's a good zone. Good fucking zone. Alright, next up we got Sonic 3 Hydrocity. This dude, Sonic 3 Hydrocity is is maybe my favorite water level in any Sonic game. It's so good. They took everything that was good about Sonic 3 Hydrocity and they like made it better. It's ridiculous how good they did with frickin' Hydrocity and Mania. Okay, next up is Mirage Saloon. Technically, there's 4 separate acts for for Mirage Saloon. There's 3 versions of Act 1. One for Sonic and Tails, one for Knuckles, and then one for Encore mode. And then there's Act 2. I think my favorite Act 1 for Mirage Saloon is Knuckles. That's only because I haven't really played the Encore mode one that much, because I don't really play Encore mode too much. And then Sonic and Tails is just like Sky Chase Zone, but again. And then Act 2 is fun to run around in. I like Mirage Saloon. That's an A tier from me, dog. Okay. Next up, Sonic Mania Oil Ocean. This one kind of brought back that like Sandopolis mechanic, whereas like the screen will get more hazy over time, or like the ghosts or whatever, and you gotta pull the levers to make it go away. But like they actually kind of made it work this time, so I'm actually gonna put Oil Ocean in A tier. Can you tell I like Sonic Mania? I don't know if that was apparent, but I think I might like Sonic Mania. Anyway, next up is Lava Reef. Yeah. Yeah, Lava Reef. It's kind of the same deal as the original Lava Reef. It's good, but it's not like blowing me away or anything. Alright, next up is Sonic Mania Metallic Madness. This this is a fucking banger right here. It uses these mechanics where you can like go into the background and shit, and that's in like Act 1, I think. And then Act 2, you can turn into Tiny Sonic, and that's really cool. I love Tiny Sonic. That's going in A tier. And it's got really good music, that too. Alright, and then now, last up, we have Titanic Monarch. Act 1 is fun to run through, and then Act 2, it can get kinda tedious, but it's like really cool. Because each of the 4 like sections is like a different limb of the robot. So you're like taking down all the limbs, and then you go to the brain of the robot where Eggman's in his little baby jumper, whatever, with the Phantom Ruby, and you beat the shit out of him. And that's cool as hell. Yeah, A tier. Alright, that's the list. I haven't played all of Sonic Superstar, so I'm not going to be ranking those levels. And I have not played Sonic Advance, so I won't be ranking those levels. They're not even Classic Sonic anyway. So, yeah, here's the list. I I honestly kind of feel a little bad for putting Labyrinth Zone in last, but it just sucks so bad, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is my ranking. My favorite classic Sonic game is not Sonic Mania, actually. My favorite is Sonic CD, But the best classic Sonic game is probably Sonic 3. Just because, like, the story and the levels. Yeah. I fucking love Sonic CD, dude. Sonic CD has, like, literally my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. Two of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time, because there's two soundtracks. Because Sega of America is just chill like that, and you're like, nah, we're gonna make an entire other soundtrack that perfectly suits the game in a completely different way than the Japanese soundtrack. I don't know what Sega of America was on, thinking that the freaking Japanese soundtrack wouldn't do well in America, but also I'm kind of glad that they didn't think it would do good, because then we wouldn't have gotten the banger that is the US soundtrack. So yeah, that's my Sonic Zones ranking. Uh, go eat a chili dog, I guess. Bye bye.